Have you ever held a single perfect pearl in the palm of your hand? It feels cool, smooth, and substantial. It seems to glow with a light all its own, a quiet radiance that has captivated humanity for thousands of years. The life of an oyster or mussel is a placid one, spent filtering tiny particles of food from the water that flows around it. Its soft, vulnerable body is protected by a hard, calcified shell. But what happens when this peaceful existence is disrupted? The creation of a pearl begins with an intrusion. A grain of sand, a fragment of shell, a tiny aquatic parasite manages to slip past the protective outer shell and lodge itself within the delicate, soft tissue of the mollusk's mantle. This is not a welcome event. It is an irritation, a threat to the creature's well-being. The mollusk cannot simply expel this intruder. It is trapped. In response, the creature initiates a remarkable defense mechanism. It begins to protect itself by coating the foreign object with nacre, transforming harm into harmony. We have mentioned this magical substance, nacre, but what exactly is it? To understand the soul of a pearl, we must understand the material from which it is made. Nacre is a composite material, a blend of organic, inorganic substances produced by the mollusk. It is primarily composed of microscopic crystals of a mineral called aragonite, a form of calcium carbonate. These crystals are arranged in thin, hexagonal platelets, almost like tiny flat bricks. They are stacked in an orderly, overlapping pattern, forming a structure that is both strong and beautiful. They are held together by an organic glue, a protein called conchiolin. The combination of hard, brittle crystals and soft, elastic protein makes nacre and the pearl surprisingly durable. As light reflects and refracts through countless thin layers, it produces the deep, iridescent glow we call luster. For centuries, the only way to find a pearl was to dive deep into the ocean or trawl through riverbeds, opening thousands of oysters in the hope of finding just one. These are what we call natural pearls. They are incredibly rare. Only about 1 in every 10,000 wild oysters will ever produce one. This rarity made them the domain of royalty and the fabulously wealthy. At the turn of the 20th century, humanity learned to work with the oyster. This led to the birth of the cultured pearl. The process involves carefully inserting a small bead, often carved from a piece of shell, along with a tiny piece of mantle tissue from a donor mollusk, into the host oyster. This is farming, not manufacturing. The oyster does the true work. Humans initiate and protect. The mollusk lays lustrous layers, just as in the wild. The world of cultured pearls is wonderfully diverse. Perhaps the most classic and well-known are the Akoya pearls, primarily farmed in the cool coastal waters of Japan and China, produced by the small Pinctada fucata oyster, renowned for round shape and sharp mirror-like luster, typically white or cream with delicate rosé or silver overtones. In French Polynesia, we discover the Tahitian pearl, colloquially black, yet far more complex, from deep charcoal to peacock green, shimmering aubergine, and silvery blue. Across Australia, Indonesia, and the Philippines lie South Sea pearls, grown in the enormous Pinctada maxima oyster. Silver-lipped and gold-lipped varieties, producing magnificent silvery whites and warm golden hues. In China's lakes and rivers, freshwater mussels yield abundant pearls, now round in natural pastels of pink, lavender, peach, and classic white. When you look at a pearl, what makes one more valuable than another? The foremost factor is luster, the deep inner glow from layered nacre. High luster shows bright, sharp reflections. Low luster looks chalky or dull. Surface quality matters, though minor blemishes can be forgiven if luster is superb. Size is significant. A single millimeter can change price dramatically. While many shapes exist, a perfectly round pearl remains the rare classic. Color adds allure: deep gold, peacock green, soft lavender, rich, even hues with beautiful overtones. Value is the interplay of luster, surface, size, shape, and color. As organic gems, pearls need care. Last on, first off. Keep them away from perfume and hairspray. Wipe gently after wear. Store separately in a soft pouch to protect their luster. From a tiny irritation to a globe of light, a pearl is nature's patient transformation. Understood, admired, and cherished.